Welcome students, this is Suchi Mishra, welcomes you again in the first chapter of Geography, India, Size and Location. Children, this chapter already we have started last week and two topics already we have covered. Today we are going to start the new topic, but before switching over to the next topic, I would like to recapitulate the previous knowledge whatever we have done in the last week. So in the last week we have done the location, the imaginary lines like equator divides our earth into two hemisphere, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Other imaginary lines like latitudes, longitudes. Latitudes are the lines that runs from west to east direction and these are parallel to equator. Longitudes are the lines, imaginary lines that joins North Pole to the South Pole, and prime meridian passes through London. After that, grid is a network of latitude and longitude uh, where these latitude and longitude intersect with each other. After that, if you will see the size, in the size that the total area of India is 3.2 million square kilometer, and it is 2.4% of the total world geographical area of the world. Then after that, and it is the seventh largest country also. If you will see the size of shape of India, then it is quadrilateral. If we will connect these lines, then it is almost the quadrilateral. After that, it is in this shape, it is quadrilateral. After this, now I'm going to start the new topic without wasting our time. Before starting this topic, I would like to tell you one thing, that in India there are 28 states and 8 union territories. This I have highlighted for you in map number 4. Here in this Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir, Chandigarh, Delhi, Daman Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Andaman Nicobar. These are the 8 union territories. After that, if you will come on map number 5, so here you will notice that Asia is the largest continent. Here I have highlighted other continents for you, that is North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Antarctica, Australia, and this one is Asia. And you will notice over here that India lies in the center of East and West Asia. But the question is, how India get benefited by it? The answer is simple. First thing, India has the largest sea coast in Indian Ocean. Largest sea coast in Indian Ocean, if you will see this map, then here you can notice that India has the largest sea coast. Sea coast here you may observe. So due to this largest sea coast, India this largest sea coast, and this is only due to this one peninsula. Now this, what is peninsula? Peninsula is a land part which is surrounded by water from three sides. Here India, this peninsula is surrounded by Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. So that's why India is well connected with the other countries of the world. This you may observe over here with the dense network you can observe with the other countries. It is land routes, also by the sea routes. But before the technology, India was sharing its ideas and commodities by the land routes. Only because of the land routes, the world got the idea of the Ramayana, Panchatantra stories, decimal system, decimal system Here it has written over here also. Upanishads, Panchatantra stories, Indian spices. In fact, India also get influenced with the Greek sculpture. Sculpture came from West Asia. Children, before 1869, if India wants to do the trade activity with Europe. Now, where is Europe? Europe is here. And Indian merchants, they have to cover this way the distance from here. But the construction of the Suez Canal, I have highlighted for you in map number 6 here. So on this Suez Canal, the distance reduces up to 7,000 kilometer. After this much explanation, now you may observe that the India's location is strategically located. India is strategically located. India shares its land boundary with 9 countries. If I divide this map into this way, then this side would be east, west, north and south. So in the northwestern side it is Afghanistan and Pakistan. In the northeastern side it is China, Nepal, Bhutan. In the eastern side Bangladesh and Myanmar. In the south it is Sri Lanka and Maldives. In this, Sri Lanka and Maldives are the island countries. Sri Lanka is separated by Gulf of Mannar and Pak Strait. Now here these two terms are new for you. First is Gulf and Strait. So Gulf means a part of the sea that is almost surrounded by land. That is known as Gulf. So if you will see the location of, if I mark over here, then this would be the Gulf of Mannar. This is Gulf of Mannar. And Gulf of Mannar and Pak Strait, I can take the another color, green I will take. So this is known as the Pak Strait, P. Or strait means a narrow passage of water connecting two large water bodies. This we have discussed in the we have discussed in the last class also. Okay, fine, no problem. Children, as India is maintaining its relation with the other countries as well as with the neighboring countries in a well manner, means it is the relation of India with the other countries and the neighboring countries very strong. So we should proud on us that we are Indian. After that, there is one question, and in this the students are facing many problems. So here I am trying to solve it. So before solving this question, you have to keep in your mind few things into your mind. That firstly you have to go through. First, number one thing is, let me write over here, 1 color. First thing is that if, for suppose it is your earth, longitudes I am making over here. So as you will go towards east, then it would be +4 at every longitude, and if towards west, then you will have -4 -4 As we know that earth rotates in 24 hours our earth rotates 360 degree. It means in 1 hour earth rotates 15 degree. If you will convert this 15 degree into minute, then it will be 60 minute, which means in 4 minute earth rotates 1 degree. So that's why I have means at every longitude the earth is going to have this +4 and -4. And after that, the second thing that you have to keep in your mind is, children, whatever the things I'm writing, you should also note down somewhere so that it will be easy for you to understand. Second thing is, you have to keep in your mind that 1 degree is equal to 60 minute, 1 minute is equal to 60 second. This also you have to keep in your mind. Third thing is that whenever you find east, for suppose it has written 82 degree 30 minute east, somewhere means if you find that the location you have to find out towards east, then plus, or if it is west then it is minus. This is almost same as we have done in first point. Now we are going to solve this question. So the question is, every country calculates its standard meridian as the Anglo distance from the Greenwich meridian. If it is 12 noon at GMT, what is the time on the Indian Standard Time? So we know that Indian Standard Time standard meridian is passing through 82 degree 30 minute east. 82 degree 30 minute east. Children, I am writing from here so that it will be clear to you. 82 degree 30 minute east. Now we can write this 82 degree 30 minute east as 82.5. It is 0.5 degree. Now 82.5 degree. Now you have to multiply it by 4. Then you will get 330.0. It is 0. Now you have to divide this 330 from 60. Then 60 5s are 300. You will have 30. So whatever you are getting this side, this would be known as minute and this would be hour. So timing at the 82 degree 30 minute is, then it is 5:30. Now 5:30 what? PM. Why it is PM? Because you are it has written over here east. So if you will make the watch 12, then if you will go towards this side, so 5:30 would be here somewhere, 5 and 5:30 6, this way 1 2 3, then it is 5:30. So after this, so towards east, so that's why noon, afternoon, what it will be? PM. And if it could be 82 degree 30 minute west, then what you will write? Here you will write as AM in the same question. Right, children? I hope this question is also being clear to you. That's all. Here I am going to closing with the chapter. I hope this chapter is clear to you. Now is being clear to you. So do practice, make notes and be safe. Thank you. And yes, children, one more thing. In the next video, you will get some questions related to the PDF and explanation whatever we have done. And I hope you will be capable to solve all the questions. There will be some Thank you, children.